So a lot of people seem to be interested in lat development, you know, because I've made a lot of videos on the upper back, and it seems that not a lot of people give a fuck about having the thickness or looking big in a shirt. They just want to have that Vince Gironda V-taper physique, right? The old school bodybuilder look. If that's you, like I said, I got no criticisms. Whatever your aesthetic goals are, man, you go get it. You go get it, whatever that is. So, in that case, I'm going to answer you guys' question. I'm going to help you out here. How to build a wider back. Not necessarily the thickest back. A thick back could be accomplished by doing lots of shrugs, deadlifts, rack pulls, etc. But in terms of the lats themselves, the latissimus dorsi or dorsi, whatever culture you would come from, I won't teach you how to build that. So really, it's very easy to build. It's super, super easy to build. You just need 2 key exercises. Yeah, 2 fucking exercises. Imagine that. For the upper back, it's like you need all kinds, but for the lats, 2 exercises. You're going to need the weighted chin up or the weighted pull up in addition to pullovers. When you use both of these movements in combination, that's what gives you the old school bodybuilder wide lat syndrome. I'm talking about real lat syndrome, not to the point where, not where you're just a skinny guy and you feel your arms out to the side. I'm talking about building your back so wide that your armpits become like these goddamn pillows. That's what I'm talking about. So weighted chin up, right? Or weighted pull up, whatever you prefer. When you get strong on it, your lats will inevitably get bigger. It's almost impossible. It's almost a physiological impossibility, right? There's less upper back emphasis. Of course, there's always a certain degree of transference to the upper back. You know, you can't eliminate that, but it's primarily a lat builder. And this is why the old school bodybuilders used to prioritize this exercise. It wasn't about deadlifts. It wasn't about shrugs. It wasn't even about rows, believe it or not. Weighted chin-ups were the foundation. And when you look at other sports, such as gymnastics, it's the same thing. The men have very wide backs, and the weighted pull-ups are their primary exercise. Like I said, they do rows. They do all those exercises as well, but the pull-up takes priority. So your objective, it should be very simple. Take your weighted pull-up to the most strength that you could do. Get it up to 50 to 100 pounds or more. It's going to vary depending on your body weight. I'm fully aware. Like if you're skinnier, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do the exercise, and therefore it might not be as effective. So a 140-pound male doing a 100-pound weighted pull-up is not the same thing as a 200-pound male doing a 100-pound weighted pull-up. You get that, right? But nonetheless, you want to push it to the limit, see how much you could push your genetic potential. But and yeah, just that's it, man. Some of you guys are going to have really wide backs at the 50-pound range, others at the 100-pound range, others even above that. It'll be a 135 and above. But yeah, if you focus on building that weighted pull-up, the back should get wider. Not necessarily the rhomboids and all those areas there, but the lats should thicken up. And calisthenics athletes are great testimonials. You could just look at them. They don't have the thickest upper back, but they got these crazy wide lats. And just look at the old school bodybuilders. This was their basic exercise, right? Second movement, the pullover. The pullover, a lot of people consider it to be a chest and lat builder, but it goes far beyond that. I'm going to give it in the context of building your V-taper. Number 1, the deep stretch. It will thicken up your lats. It's almost a lat isolation exercise in a sense. If you do it with the cable version, this is even more true. Because cable, it's up here, and then bam, you're just squeezing the lats. There's like no upper back in there. You will never feel your upper back working on a pullover. You might feel your chest to a certain extent, but it's going to be lats and thorax. You're going to feel it all in here, this big stretch. And by the way, the stretch might make your waist a little bit bigger. It's going to give you that deep ribcage look, which is very aesthetic. So you're going to get that nice deep ribcage look, smaller waist, and then with the stretching, right, with the stretching of the cable or the dumbbell or the barbell, you're activating your lats without so much upper back. And that's why it works. When you use the pullover and the weighted chin-up or weighted pull-up, it does wonders for your back. It really does give you the old school bodybuilder physique. I'm telling you, it does. And that's all you really need to know. These are the 2 exercises, man. Of course, use variations for both. I recommend the weighted pull-up, overhand, underhand, neutral, wide, close. Mix it up as much as you can. In terms of the pullover, barbell, dumbbell, and cable, you alternate. And if you focus on these 2 primary exercises, I guarantee you that with time, your back will get wider and wider and wider. But like I said, you might not have the thickest upper back. If you really want to maximize that region, I would highly suggest that you incorporate some sort of rowing motion or rack pull of some sort, specifically the snatch grip rack pull. But that's it, guys. That's how you build an old school bodybuilder wide back. If you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends, and let me know what you think down below.
Hi, my name's Philbert Matthews, and today I want to teach you how to build a wide back. But before I do that, I want you to show you what mine looks like. As you can see, it's very wide. Okay, so I'm going to give you the instructions now. Where's the camera?